Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rolando's American Dream. Once again, my name is Rolando Alfaro, and thank you for joining me. I know it's been a couple days since I last did one of these, and I apologize. I'm trying to do them as often as I can. But if you remember, today we're going to talk about the drive, your why, the reason why you get up in the morning and you go out and you do things. Last time we spoke about books and how important reading is, and let me know what you've read. That'll be awesome. And I'll let you know what I've read that I love. So, with that said, let's move on to the why, because, having a coach, going to conferences, reading, don't mean anything if you don't employ what you've learned. If you're not going to take the advice of the coach, if you're not going to, take advantage of what you've seen from the conferences, if you're not going to apply what you've read, what's the point? There isn't any. So that's why I want to talk about your why today. And first of all, what is that? What is the drive? This drive that people talk about. And basically is the reason why you do what you do. And, you talk to all these gurus, to all these learned men, to all these motivational speakers. They all have a very powerful reason why they do what they do. Some of them wanted to be out of poverty. Some of them wanted to help people. Some of them wanted to, make it for themselves. And regardless of what the reason is, it needs to be a reason powerful enough to push you, to drive you, to make you do things that you might not want to do, in order for you to achieve your goals. That's the difference between normal people and people like Steve Jobs or people like Elon Musk. These are people that pushed and pushed and pushed because the reason for pushing was so big that they could not say, you know what, forget it, I'll do it tomorrow. Larry Ellis is another one of those guys. Bill Gates, Michael Jordan, name an athlete. They do this. They've done this. Any Olympic athlete will tell you, that they've pushed and they've pushed and they've pushed because the reason that they have is huge. The reason for doing what they do is immensely big. And it pushes them to do what they're doing. Not because they want to, but because they need to. They need to do this thing in order to satisfy their why. So, if you don't know what your reason for doing things is, I suggest you start looking. Look inside yourself. What is it that drives you? What is it that pushes you? I'm going to share with you a couple of the reasons that are part of my drive. The first one happened in March of last year when my baby boy was born. That in itself changed my life. But the reason why he's one of my reasons of doing this is because I need to set the example for my little boy of me doing my best if I'm ever going to ask him to do his best. So that's part of my reason, is that I need to set a great example for my boy of what happens when you do your best. The second reason is I want to be able to help people. One of the conferences that I went to, this man in there, his name, Grant Cardone. I don't know if any of you are familiar with him, but he got up and we were talking about why he would do things. And we got to the end of the conference and he was speaking, and he said part of the reason for I became who he became is because he wanted to help. The reason why he eats millionaire is because he knows that he can write a check to any charity that he wants for the amount that he wants, without having to worry about paying his bills, without having to worry about making other payments. Why? Because he knows the money's there. That's part of his reason to be able to help people. And that's part of my reason too. I've realized that I love helping people. And yeah, you can help people if you don't have any money. But, I'm not going to be able to buy shoes for kids in Somalia with my well wishes. I'm not going to be able to help pay for a Thanksgiving meal for a homeless shelter by me showing up to cook it. And I'm not saying that should be everybody's motivation, but I want to increase my money income, my wealth, to be able to do that, to be able to help more, because there's nothing more rewarding than that. And Grant said it, and this man is wealthy. This man has worked for everything he has. Nobody gave him anything. And for him to say that helping others with his riches is a huge reward, I agree. So that's part of my drive, to be able to give back to those around me. So, if you don't know why you get up in the morning, if you don't know why you do what you do, figure it out. Take some time. Find that. Because I guarantee you that once you do, you're going to be so much better. Because you're going to know why you do what you do without any doubt. Once again, my name is Rolando Alfaro. Thank you for joining me today. Leave in your comments your reasons why you do what you do. I'll share a few more things and we'll go from there. But next week, or the rest of this week, we're going to talk about what I've learned over this last year. That has helped me, and I think it can help you, especially if you're starting out in a career or you're trying to be a new entrepreneur. So once again, my name is Rolando Alfaro. Thank you for joining me for My American Dream. Have a great day.